We're going to begin this morning talking about art and how you can get a lovely piece of artwork for your home. Better yet, get two of them and give one for a gift. We have got, starting on the far end of the table, it is James Stock. And James, you're an art consultant.
Yes, that is correct.
Next, dressed in white, we have Yulia Zaru. Yulia. And Yulia, you are from Russia, correct?
I'm from Russia, Moscow. Yep.
In Moscow, okay. And standing next to me, it's Kelsey Hamilton. These two have got some incredible artwork here between them. How long have you been interested in art? I'm going to ask you first.
All of my life, really, just between music and visual art. I've really just came out doing art.
When did you start in the painting realm?
About 2010, 2011.
2010. Yeah. So you haven't been doing it all that long yet.
No, it just, well, you know, almost a decade.
All right. Julia, same question for you. When did you first get interested in painting, and how long have you been doing it?
Oh, about 15 years.
Is this something that both of you took to instantly?
I did, yes.
Did you?
Something in our bones, maybe, you know, that was always like wanted to.
All right. Now, James, you're an art consultant. Obviously, you've been interested in art for a while. Are you capable of turning out a work like this?
No, not at all.
We're going to show some of this beautiful artwork here. I want to begin with this. I guess you could call this an abstract. Tell me who did this and what is the significance of that?
This is one of my pieces. It is called Lady by the Water, and it's an abstract expressionist piece. And just really, when I paint, I kind of just go into a flow, and what the painting is meant to be, it becomes, and that was that one. That's one of my favorite pieces.
This is certainly a very a beautiful piece, no doubt about it. Acrylic, oil?
Acrylic and oil.
Acrylic and oil, both. And the name of this piece, again, is Girl by the Water. Here in a few minutes, we'll tell you where you can pick up this beautiful Girl by the Water. And let's see, tell me about this piece here in the center.
This is a photography of my work. It's done on a canvas, and this is the hottest thing like in California right now.
So this is an actual photograph.
Yes.
It's not a painting.
Yeah. So the canvas like that you can only find in California. So this is the most trendy things right now, you know. So.
All right, and we have another piece here that Yulia, you did this. Tell us a little bit about this one.
This is a photograph as well. Just stretched on a gallery canvas, and it can be blown up like huge.
What is this a photograph of?
Like a golden pineapple.
A golden pineapple, all right,
with
fair
some
enough.
Gold leaves on top.
Fair enough. And there's a piece back behind me here. I'm going to step back and let you all tell me a little bit about the significance of this.
This is a painting I did called Wild, and it is acrylic on canvas, and it's really just all things beautiful in nature, you know, wildflowers, trees. There's actually a deer in the middle of it that kind of pops out of the flowers. And a paint can buy all of it because you can paint life into existence, I believe.
How long did it take you to do this from start to finish?
I worked on it for about, I would say, a few days straight, just throughout the week. I would come back to it, paint more. It's just I kind of keep going back and painting. I usually work on a few paintings at once. I'll have like 3 canvases out in.
All right, I want to put you on the spot here. When you're doing a piece like this, or like that, how do you know when it's done? When you're doing something more on the abstract side, how do you know if I do anything else, I'm going to screw it up?
Well, I don't feel like you can screw it up. It's just, it's a feeling. I mean, I really couldn't put any more paint on this. So, but I step back and I just keep checking it out, and sometimes might have a loved one come up and say, okay.
Sure.
It's perfect, right?
Leave it alone. All right, James, as an art consultant, I'm going to ask you the next question. When you see a piece of art like this or like this, how do you think, wow, I need to have that in a gallery. I need to have that in my living room at home?
It's honestly really simple. What art boils down to is what emotions it evokes inside you and what you think about. So when I see something that I just fall in love with, it's kind of like the cliched love at first sight.
Yeah, you know.
And when I see something, like I've seen some of their artwork, and I'm like, hey, I just want this in the studio. It just speaks to me, and I just know that it'll speak to other people. So it's just a gut instinct.
There is a piece down here at the front of the table, and this is called Ocean Blue. Tell me about this one.
We're going to refer to her. She is in charge of Ocean Blue. That's not my expertise.
All right, Yulia, take it away.
Yeah, so this is an acrylic and resin, and this piece is featuring color of the year, 2018. Everyone will be going crazy about blue.
Right.
So that's why we created a lot of art that is featuring this color.
All right, and Yulia also has done a beautiful book. It's a coffee table kind of book with a lot of your different photographs in it. Tell me, obviously we can't look at each one of these individual pictures, but tell me what inspired you to do a book like this.
Well, that's actually like a portfolio book of mine. I work mostly with hotels and restaurants
Right.
to create the most memorable experience for this type of industry, you know, and these are all the projects that I've done for hotels, once again, and restaurants. So.
Some of the photographs in here literally kind of jump off the page and slap you in the face. These things are absolutely beautiful. For those of you who have that art gene inside you, I got to tell you, I don't know how you do it, but I'm certainly glad you do. People like me can't draw a stick figure, literally. All right, James, next question for you. Where can we find these beautiful works of art and a whole lot more like them?
Well, we have websites for each of the artists here. But we're also right now featured at Warehouse Row on
Right.
the South Tower. So once you walk right in, we're right there in the front. And we've been there for a while, and we'll continue to be there every single day, just helping people pick the best Christmas gift possible.
It sounds like a plan, and I got to tell you, without going into specific price points, these pieces of artwork, they are extremely affordable, and they are, safe to say, one of a kind?
Yes, definitely one of a kind.
Limited edition, yeah. Even
Yeah.
for photographs, it's all limited edition. So.
All right, I'm going to begin asking you this. What was the last really big inspiration for a piece that you did? What happened? Who did you see? What were you eating? Just what made that creative spark ignite in your head?
Staring probably at like leaves, you know, there's like fall season,
Sure.
you know, and it's like so many colors. You just pick up like a leaf, yellow or red, and
Right.
you just stare at it, and it brings so much emotion.
Something
so you
comes
wanna,
out,
yep,
right?
you want to draw like every single detail and piece, you know. So that's
All right, Kelsey, I'm
everywhere.
going to ask you the same question. What were you doing the last time you got one of those brilliant creative sparks that you said, I have to go paint right now?
I would say that my last one was I usually will be laying in bed and something hits me and I'll jump out of bed.
Well, like what? Do you
That's
remember
awesome.
what the last thing was?
It was actually this blue color that we're working with. We actually did a piece together, and really it's just all about color for me.
Right.
I see a color and it generates so many vivid feelings and emotions, and I jump out and I do it.
Very nice to meet you, Kelsey.
Thank you, you as
Juliet,
well.
thank you. Very nice
you
to
so
meet
much.
you. And James, same story. Now, there's an open house coming up, and I want to show you the information on the open house. Again, you can find these folks out at Warehouse Row in the South Building. The open house itself is December 7th from 6 until 8. 6 until 8 at Warehouse Row on the 7th. If you'd like to get in touch with these ladies, the artists specifically, or if you'd like to get in touch with James, you can do that. KelseyHamiltonArt.com, KelseyHamiltonArt.com, and for Yulia, it is YuliaZaru.com, YuliaZaru.com. Hang in there. We have more of Let's Chat coming up right after this.